In our today's session, we are going to study about the flower. You have already learned about flower in your 10th standard also. Flower is the reproductive part of plant, and you only see the flower when the plant is mature and developed. That is, the juvenile phase is over and the plant has started or it's begin with the reproductive phase. Now, if you see the flower, there are the parts of the flower shown here. There are basically four holes in a flower. WHORL, hole. When you say the word hole, the mouth gets the shape of O. So that means all the floral parts which you are going to study, they are arranged in a circular fashion. So the first part that basically we see in a flower is a sepal, which is a green part, and the group of sepal is calyx. The sepal function is to protect the flower in the bud condition. The next hole is formed by the colorful part that is called petal. So again the group of petal is called corolla, which is again forming the second hole. Now the third important part is the stamen, which is the male part, also called androecium, and it has got anther and filament. Anther is the part where the pollen grains, which is a male gamete, is produced. The last part is the carpel, which is the female part, and it has three divisions, that is stigma, style and ovary. So these are the four holes that are present in the flower. Now the flower can be unisexual or bisexual dependent on the presence or absence of male and female part. If the flower is bisexual, that means it has got male and female both the parts in it. And in case if the flower has either male part, that is only stamen, or only female part, that is carpel, then under that condition it is known as a unisexual flower. So this is all about the flower. Now let us see about the arrangement of flower or inflorescence. So inflorescence is basically the arrangement of the flower on the stem or a branch. So there are two types of inflorescence that we are going to learn here. The inflorescence is racemose and cymose. In racemose type, the main axis continue to grow and flower are borne laterally in an acropetal succession. Acropetal succession means older flower at the base and younger flower at the apex. Now it's racemose. That means the word race is coming. So here the growth never stops. That is why the term is racemose. Next is the cymose inflorescence. In the cymose type of inflorescence, the main axis terminates in a flower and the flower are borne in a basipetal order. That is, older flower is at apex and the younger flower is at base. You can see here the racemose and cymose. Now in racemose figure you will see that main axis is not having any flower and the flowers are borne laterally. So the main axis continues to grow, right? Whereas in the cymose you see the main axis is having the flower, so it has got the limited growth. Now the lateral branches can overlap. So this is the basic difference between the racemose inflorescence and the cymose inflorescence. This is the chart that gives you the differences between the two types of inflorescence, where in racemose the growth is indefinite, cymose has a definite growth, then it has got the monopodial branching, then sympodial branching, flower is at the apex, youngest flower near the base. So all these points already we have discussed. You can use this chart for writing the differences. Now if the flower is having all the four holes in it, that is sepal, petal, calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium, if all the holes are present, that under that condition the flower is a complete flower. So this is a complete flower in front of you. But in case any one hold is missing, say for example sepal is missing or petal is missing, then under that condition the flower is called as incomplete flower. The main part that are essential for flower is the female reproductive part, that is carpel, and the male reproductive part, that is stamen. They should be present. Besides that, you can see here the thalamus, which is the broader pars or receptacle. This thalamus is a platform where all the holes are getting arranged. Besides that, you will see here the twig with which we hold or stick with which we hold the flower, that is known as pedicle or punzel, right? So these are basically the small account regarding the structure of the flower and the inflorescence in today's lecture. In our next lecture, we are going to learn about the arrangements of petal, sepals, and many more topics. That's all for the day today. Thank you.